guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Friday, so it's another edition of the Return to Collecting Top 50 of All Time countdown. Today we're doing number 41. This guy was a hell of a pitcher. Hope you guys enjoy. Again, these rankings are my opinion, and if you agree or if you disagree, please let me know in the comments below. All right, so without further ado, let's jump into number 41. All right, guys, so number 41 on the list is Warren Spahn. Here's his 1948 Bowman rookie card in a SGC 5. It's a really clean 5. It's very, very well centered. The back's really clean. I think the only reason it's a 5 is it has a little bit of a smudge right here. But that's a super clean Spahn. No wrinkles, great corners, great edges. And then we also have the Warren Spahn autograph baseball. It's a cool signature. It's not the easiest to read, but it's not terrible. Definitely seen worse. Glad to have that in the autograph collection. So Warren Edward Spahn, born April 23rd, 1921 in Buffalo, New York. His parents named him after President Warren Harding. Warren's father took him to Buffalo Bison minor league games when he was a kid. Warren wanted to play first base, but his high school team already had a first baseman, so he reluctantly took up pitching to play on the team. It was a good call from the get-go. He was undefeated his junior and senior year of high school. Spahn was signed by the Boston Braves in 1942. He was briefly brought up to the majors, but when he wouldn't brush back Pee Wee Reese, Casey Stengel, the Braves manager at the time, sent him back to the minors. Stengel admitted it was the worst managing mistake he ever made. He later said, "I said no guts to a kid who went on to become a war hero and one of the greatest left-handed pitchers you ever saw. You can't say I don't miss him when I miss him." All right, Casey. The next season, Spahn enlisted in the Army and fought in World War II. He was a real war hero, guys. He fought at the Battle of the Bulge and at Ludendorff Bridge, where he was awarded a battlefield commission. He was also awarded a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star. Not only was he one of the greatest lefties of all time, but he also was a bona fide war hero. When people look back at his time in the military, they would say he could have had 400 wins had he not enlisted. His response was, "People say my absence from the big leagues may have cost me a chance to win 400 games, but I don't know about that. I matured a lot in 3 years, and I think I was better equipped to handle major league hitters at 25 than I was at 22. Also, I pitched until I was 44. Maybe I wouldn't have been able to do that otherwise." So war hero, all-time great pitcher, and humbled to boot. After the war, Warren returned to the Braves, where he went on to have an incredible career, including winning the Cy Young Award in 1957. He also won the World Series in 1957. He was a 17-time All-Star, and he had 20 or more wins 13 times, including 23 wins when he was 42 years old. His league-leading seasons highlights include leading the league in wins 3 times, including 5 years in a row from ages 36 to 40. He led the league in ERA 3 times, including a 2.10 in 1953. He led the league in complete games 9 times, including 7 years in a row, culminating with 22 complete games at the age of 42. And he led the league in strikeouts 4 times. His career highlights include 356 wins, putting him 6th all-time, but first of any player who pitched their entire career in the live ball era, a 3.09 ERA, 382 complete games, 21st all-time, but first of any live ball era pitcher, 5,243 innings pitched, 8th all-time, 63 shutouts, 6th of all time, most of any live ball era pitcher, 2,583 career strikeouts, and 21,547 batters faced. That's 10th all time. War hero, pitching hero, and one of the very few who got better with age, Warren Spahn was elected to Cooperstown in 1973, obviously his first year of eligibility. Though he played for the Braves for most of his career, his final season he pitched for both the Mets and the Giants. Mets manager Yogi Berra came out of retirement to catch a few games that season. After a game where he caught for Spahn, he was quoted with saying, "I don't know if we're the oldest battery, but we're certainly the ugliest." Gotta love Yogi. On his longevity as a pitcher, all-time great Stan Musial said of Spahn, "I don't think Warren will ever get into the Hall of Fame because he'll never stop pitching." In closing out the episode with an impressive quote from the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford, he said, "If anyone asks me who my favorite pitcher of all time is, I say it's Warren Spahn." Quite an honor coming from him. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed number 41, Mr. Warren Spahn, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, possibly, top 2 or 3 all-time lefty. Again, if you agree with the ranking, please leave your comment below. If you disagree with the ranking, also please leave your comment below. I'm curious what you guys think. If you're subscribed to the channel, thank you. If you're not subscribed and you enjoy the video, please subscribe. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys next week.